Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the full year 2024 reading for the zodiac sign of Aries. Can you believe it? 2023 is almost over. 2024 is coming in hot. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as many of the tarot cards. I do recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you, especially because we're talking full year in these videos. But let's get into it. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So kind of recap of 2023. Next column, we're going to talk anything 2024, any big general messages coming your way. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. So any kind of like almost advice for you going into 2024. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the year for you, a healing note. We're also going to pull a let go card because you know we need to let go of 2023, get ourselves ready for 2024. And we're also going to pull an angel wishes card, which is a message from a loved one who's passed away for you, Aries. But again, let's get into it. Column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close the last few weeks. Well, reflection of kind of recap of 2023 here. So last few months, reflection of the year. So first thing we have is perspective. This is interesting. I feel like you've gained a lot of perspective. You've gained a lot of experiences in 2023. Maybe experiences and perspective you didn't think you needed, Aries, but the world gave you them because it's exactly what you needed. But again, perspective, definitely lots of new perspective for 2023. Let's take a look though at what messages we have. Again, what's wrapping up and coming to a close, kind of a reflection of the year. First up, we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card of being stressed, exhausted, having lots of burdens. I feel like it's been a busy year, Aries. You've done a lot. It was stressful. You had to navigate through a lot of things. So you could be feeling a little exhausted, especially as we round towards the end of the year here. The next card that we have is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a family friend card. I do think you got a lot of time with friends and family this year, Aries, which is really important and it's great to see. I feel like you got to be there for the important things, and that is what matters. This is also like a card of celebrations or getting something across the finish line. So I feel like we had some big celebrations this year, which was great to see. This is also like getting things done, getting things wrapped up, getting things completed. And at the bottom here, we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a card with a couple of different meanings. I feel like definitely one thing we're going to want to do in 2024 is make sure we're getting that fulfillment, getting that contentment. Because I do feel like there's a little bit of lack of fulfillment, a lack of contentment coming through with the Four of Cups. Even though we got a lot done, maybe we didn't get all the things we wanted to get done here, Aries. But I just feel like there was some surprise gifts in here, and that's what that 4th cup is. So 2023 kept you on your toes. It was full of surprises, to say the least. Luckily, most of them being good surprises. Okay, let's take a look now at our clarifiers. First up, we have the Empress. The Empress is a card of creation. If it's a card of abundance, in terms of abundance, there was an abundance of things to get done, an abundance of priorities to juggle. I think you did a really good job of creating, still getting things done, getting things across the finish line like we talked about with the Four of Wands in 2023. But again, it was just a lot. We're feeling tired. We're feeling a little exhausted potentially going into the end of the year, just given the sheer number of things. All in all, though, this is a card of creation, a card of abundance, being able to create that reality for us. This is also a good parenting card. It could be a fertility card. Perhaps there was a new baby for you in the mix of 2023, or really just getting some quality parenting in there, Aries. The next card we have is the Death card. I always like to point out the Death card doesn't mean death, but it does indicate big changes, transformation, endings. This has been a really transformative year, I think, for you. Again, it was So busy, so fast paced, so much happened, the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between, Aries. So there's a lot of transformation, a lot of change that's come from this. The nice thing is this is like saying it's time to move on, but conveniently it's November. So yes, it is indeed time to move on from 2023. You need to take like a fresh set of eyes into 2024. At the bottom here, we have the Fool card. The Fool card is the first card, the Major Arcana. Fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, adventures, beginnings. Lots of great opportunities nonetheless. This is also saying like we weren't like really happy. There was kind of a lack of contentment. But I love this coming in at the bottom, leading into opportunities next year. So I think there's going to be a lot more opportunity for contentment, fulfillment, those things we love going into the new year. Okay, now let's talk about our second column, which is again just general, what's coming for 2024. Those kind of big rocks, those big things that will happen next year. So we have this card of rediscovery. So something new that's also something old. We could be rediscovering a relationship. We could be rediscovering a hobby or business connection. It does seem like there's some sort of rediscovery here. This could even be something you were really good at as a kid now that we are actually making money on. But again, some rediscovery going into 2024. But let's see what messages we've got here. Okay, first up we have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is reunion. So again, reunion, rediscovery. I'm not sure if this is a relationship, a business connection, a hobby, but again, we're definitely getting reunited or reconnected to someone or some things. That's kind of neat to see. Again, that's coming through as a big message. This is also like very nostalgic. So reflection. Let the past guide you forward. Where is 2024 going to take you? Well, I think the answer will be found based on where we've been. Some of you, you're going to want more of the same here, Aries. Others of you, you are going to want something so different than what it once was before, right? I like this though. Taking a look at our next card, we have the Knight of Swords. I would expect there to be quite a few changes coming for you this month. The Knight of Swords is a card of change. This is also a fast-paced card. If you look at this horse and rider here, things are moving fast, Aries. So I would anticipate a pretty busy 2024. I feel like it'll go by fast and we'll be having the same conversation here soon about 2025, which is wild to think about. But I do see you having a really fast-paced year with some changes. I do feel like all the changes seem pretty positive though, so I love that. Looking at our last card here at the bottom, we have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles can be a teamwork card. I feel like you could be partnering up with somebody to help accomplish some things this year, so a nice sense of partnership here. This is really a card of skill, quality, craftsmanship though. And the message I'm hearing is like we have to do our best. We have to put our best out there, Aries, to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish this year. So if you're starting a business, I'm just making this up, let's say you have a cake decorating business, Aries, and you've decorated this cake, it's beautiful, and then you accidentally bump the cake and you mess up the frosting. It's like we're going to want to take the time to fix that frosting. We need to put our best quality work out here into the world going into 2024. Let's take a look though at clarifiers, see what other messages I can give you. First up, we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is again that teamwork, that circle of support. So I feel like there could definitely be some partnership here, working together to get things done. This is also a celebration card, so potential for some celebration, which is nice to see. Definitely circle of support and celebrations coming for the year. The next card we have is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of patience, waiting, delayed success. You see this person planted their pentacles and they've been waiting for them to grow. 2024 is it. The things you have been waiting for, the things you've patiently been waiting to grow, they are moving at lightning speed here now with the Knight of Swords. And at the bottom, we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, again, is a celebration card. So I feel like there will be a lot to celebrate. Again, such a cool message for you, Aries. I love to see those celebrations. This is a family friend card. There is like this nice sense of camaraderie, partnership coming through strong this year. I can't wait to see what all you accomplish. But we have a nice support system, and you may not have felt that before. Okay, moving on now, let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. So a quick money message here. There's a difference between saving money and hoarding it. One increases with the flow of intention of using it for a specific purpose. The other suffocates and restricts the flow of fears of scarcity. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money here, Aries. So first up, we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. That's a really important message for you. The Nine of Wands is a card of persistence. So push hard going into 2024. If you want something money or if you want something career, Aries, you got to push for it here. The next card that we have is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is an interesting card. I hate to say it, but I'm going to provide the message that I'm seeing here, and of course we'll clarify. I think we're going to try something and it's not going to work out the way we want. I would hate to call it a failure because I don't think that's what it is, but I do see us trying and not being exactly what we want and then us trying again for something else. But this is maybe some of that kind of sadness that first go around when things don't launch flawlessly. But that doesn't mean it's not going to work. At the bottom here, we have the Nine of Wands as well, or excuse me, the Nine of Swords. I do see you putting a lot of hours in this year, so be careful of that. This is a card of nightmares, but it's really coming through more as like sleeping. So I do feel like you're going to be so busy that like you're going to be working during the day and then like doing your other side hustle or business at night. So I feel like for some of you, you could just be so busy that you're like almost burning the night hours. So we want to be careful with that as well. Let's take a look at our clarifiers though. It's not a bad thing. We just don't want to get burned out. Okay, we have that repeat Nine of Swords. So again, I was telling you, go, 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 persistence, 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 keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. I think that's wonderful, but there's something to do with sleep, and there is a such thing as overdoing it. So find out how to be persistent without totally giving every waking hour and waking second to this, right, Aries? You can do both. I guess my message here would be don't let it cut into your sleep. The next card that we have is the Three of Wands. With the Three of Wands, this is about planning. This is about plan forward from here. The Five of Cups, again, we're sad. Maybe things didn't work out quite as we would like. Maybe it wasn't quite as successful as we wanted it to be. It's okay though, because this gives us new ground to stand on, new experiences, new plans to make. So I would say plan, trial, check and adjust. Plan, trial, check and adjust, right? Until we kind of get that exact science that we need. And at the bottom here, we have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords can be a heartbreak. Again, I think this connects into something not working the exact way that we wanted it to, but this is more about the healing of it. This is more about the other side. This is the recovery, the overcoming. So it's kind of that trial and error, and then the success that comes after it. So this can be recovered. This can be repaired. Yes, are we going to be sad when something doesn't go exactly the way we hoped it to? Yes, but it gives us new ground to plan on, new opportunities that come with it. So looking forward to see what you accomplish there, Aries. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. So we have a quick message here. It says, embrace through each other, you can find the missing pieces. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love. First up, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a card of healing, nurturing. I think this is a good time to heal you, Aries. This is a good time to focus on you. If you look at the Queen of Cups here, we have the trophy. This is about polishing yourself, treating yourself like the trophy. Put yourself on the pedestal. Don't lower standards. Make sure you take the best care of yourself this year. And if you're seeking a relationship, those kind of pieces will just kind of fall into play. I know it's silly, I feel, and maybe a little cliche for some, where it's like they always say like work on yourself before the relationship. I do feel like this is what this is saying. So the message here is to work on yourself. The next card we have is the Four of Swords. This is a card of resting, retreating, renewing, recovering. Again, I feel like polish the trophy, polish yourself, take the best care of yourself this year. kind of work on renewing yourself, recovering yourself here, Aries. Interestingly enough, you see this person's laying down flat too, so definitely make sure you get your sleep this year. There's a lot of bed cards here. Sleep is oddly important for you for whatever reason in 2024. And at the bottom we have the Chariot. Love the Chariot. This is the vroom vroom card. There's action, there's change. We're on this journey. But throughout this journey, whether you're in a relationship, not in a relationship, seeking, not seeking, take the best care of yourself possible. Let's take a look at our clarifiers here. First up, we have the Hangman. The Hangman is a card of gaining wisdom. I do think one of the things that we can do here, Aries, is be very clear on what we want. But this is also like saying, whoa, stop, pump the brakes, take time to take care of you. Again, treat yourself like that trophy. The next card we have here is the Knight of Swords. You see the Knight of Swords here. The horse and rider are moving very quickly. Things are going to be moving quick, so we need to make sure we're getting rest. But also I feel like this renewal, this recovery, this working on you will happen a lot faster than you think it will. And the Knight of Swords is a card of change, so it's going to lead to the change. It's going to lead to the result that you want it to. At the bottom here, we have the Judgment card. I love the Judgment card. It's always favorable for you, Aries. But this is like being clear on what we want, being clear on what the journey is. This is part of your life's path, the Judgment card being a life's path card here. So we're exactly where we need to be in terms of love here. We're exactly on the path we need to be on here. Okay, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guide. So some sort of information, some sort of, maybe you could call it advice to take into 2024. We have the card Shift. We've had some pretty solid change cards throughout this reading, so I'm not surprised to see this. But there's going to be a shift. There's going to be changes for you going into this year. But I like this because this shift is like the aha, the change you've been waiting for. So let's take a look here, see what we've got going on. First up, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is typically not very good relationship. This is like toxic, abusive, violent, some sort of not so good relationship. So this could be a shift for this relationship. This can be an end for this relationship. We'll clarify that a little bit more. Perhaps there's something you have a bad relationship with too. Like maybe you don't have a good relationship with food. Maybe you don't have a good relationship with sleep. We definitely need to be thinking about sleep this year, Aries. But it's like we're shifting, we're correcting some sort of relationship, whether it's with something or with someone. At the bottom here, we have the Ace of Wands. Anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. In this case, this is like very inspired action. We're very motivated. We kind of have our eye on the prize. So let's say, for example, Aries, we don't have a good relationship with food. We know we want to get healthier. We dream of wearing whatever dress size. Again, we know what we want and we're inspired to go after it to repair that relationship with food. At the bottom here, we have the Six of Swords, a great shift, change, transformation card too. This is about going through some sort of necessary change. And you see the boat is heading in a really forward, positive direction. So I love this shift that's coming in 2024. Let's see what other messages I can give you here though. First up, we have the Emperor. The Emperor is a card of respect, leadership. This is respecting yourself by correcting this relationship. I do see you taking the lead. Again, you found this motivation. You have this information, so you are leading yourself. The Emperor's long term too, so I like it. We can make this change and it will stick around long term. The next card we have is the Strength card. This is a card of self-love, self-respect. It is the courage to make the change. It's the courage to move forward. But also, again, we need to do this for ourselves because we love ourselves, because we respect ourselves, because we cherish ourselves. And at the bottom, we have the repeat Ace of Wands here. So again, this is the motivation. This is the inspiration to get this done, to make this shift, to make this change. So looking forward to see whatever that may be for some of you, Aries. Okay, now at this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions about 2024. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video here and think of them. But question number 1, we have the 10 of Diamonds. This is number 8 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2, we have the Queen of Hearts. This is number 23 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3, we have the 2 of Spades. This is number 34 card. That's going to be a yes. So no, no, yes there for you. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck. This is a crystal to keep with you through the month of, or not the month, but for the year of 2024. This year you have Ruby, which is good for joy of living. It's very lusty, spontaneous, helps with momentum and passion. We're also going to pull a healing note. We all need more healing. Aries, your healing note says, the practice of forgiveness is the most important factor in healing of ourselves. We are also going to pull a card from our Let Go deck. You know, the end of the year is coming. We need to let go of 2023, get ourselves ready for 2024. Your letting go message says, meditate to dispel all fears and become a beautiful, enchantingly magnetic person. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Angel Wishes deck. This is a message from a loved one who's passed away for you, Aries. That message says, the beauty you seek will resonate in nature. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Aries, and I cannot wait to see you thrive in 2024.